Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. And normally, obviously, you have a little bit of a focus for videos, and I'm still doing this one. However, it's going to be a little bit more ranty than usual. So, as you can see in the background, leveling up my dual daggers, my dagger pair. I've had great fun with these the last couple of days. Obviously, nothing's changed for them yet. The patch isn't out yet. It comes out in a couple of days, not very long now, 3 days now I believe, so not very long. I've been trying to get them leveled up as high as I can, and yeah, so having great fun with them. Had a couple of different fights, been dueling a lot with them just to try and get that 1v1 down a little bit as well. It's not always been successful. I'm not going to say for a second that I win every time. In fact, right now I would say I don't win particularly often. However, I found a little bit of a play style that I have really enjoyed with them. And so, already getting off on a tangent. Wow, that didn't take long at all. The purpose of this video is to tell people why I hate the word meta. Now, for people that have been on the channel a long time, a big part of my channel is meta theory crafting and things like this. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't someone that was going to advocate towards meta. And normally, yeah, fine. And actually, I recommend it for so many people that if you don't know what to pick, err on the side of something that is meta. Now, for me, I played dual daggers in beta. I played them obviously in release, all that sort of stuff. I've really enjoyed them, and realistically, it is one of them weapons that has just kind of fit with my playstyle. I've enjoyed playing, but they haven't been particularly viable. I'm not stupid enough to believe otherwise. I troll about things like claws, and realistically I know claws aren't viable in a 5v5 scenario. However, I've made dual daggers work, and I'm going to continue. So the reason I hate meta is that, look at other games. So look at something like League of Legends. I played Teemo in League of Legends to a diamond level, and while it was hard, it was probably harder for me to get Teemo to a diamond level than it would have been for me to play a face roll tank during the meta or whatever, and just sort of AFK through the lane and whatever, and learn the playstyle of a meta champion. Would have been a lot easier for me. It's just like in this, if I wanted to be the best of the best playing in the top GVG teams, I wouldn't be playing daggers. I would be playing, I don't know, probably Clarent if I wanted to play that melee bruiser, or maybe Carrion or something like that. Something that's a lot more meta. Now, the logic behind me playing this is that I know I can make it work, and therefore it's actually still fun for me to do this. And I'm going to die because I hate buildings. Yeah, I'm terrible. But yeah, so the reason I hate meta is that, look at Lupac. Now, we've had our troubles, but realistically, very good fire mage. And while fire's been bad, and everyone's been saying, oh, it's just not viable, you can bring a frost and it'll do so much more, he's had huge success in GVGs and Hellgates and just PvP in general. He's had huge success. I believe he's 100 now, and do you know what? Fair play to him. I've got nothing like a fair play to the guy that he's managed to make a weapon work that everyone's turned around and gone, oh, you can't play that, it is bad. Now, I kind of advocated to the meta a little bit and sort of went along with it by playing Bloodletter, which was not meta, but certainly viable is probably the better word to say, instead of playing dual daggers. But it's now got to a point, next patch, dual daggers are, in my opinion, usable. Now, are they Clarent Blade tier? No, they're not, and I know that now. And I know that I'm putting myself and probably my team at a disadvantage. However, I also know that it's going to be fun to play. I enjoy the playstyle, and I guess the sort of hidden meaning behind all this is, it doesn't matter what the meta is. If you enjoy something well enough, you're going to make success with it. I mean, look at, so past anyone who's played beta, you know who Japanese Ninja is. He played double-bladed staff. Now, he ganked occasionally, but actually ganking wasn't his main thing. He did Hellgates constantly. He had 100 mastery double-bladed staff, he had 100 artifact mastery, and I believe he was working on like quarterstaff or ironclad mastery, to a sort of specialization, to 100. He put a load of time into the weapon, and while if he'd have put that time into another weapon, he'd have probably been a very, very highly like feared player. However, he chose to put it into a weapon that he enjoyed, and still he was a very, very good player with it. Another one is Sir Galahad. So Sir Galahad played Cloth Carrion. And everyone laughed at him at it for being, oh, you can't play Cloth Carrion, whatever. And he used to play it with Druid Robe Obsessive Burst. Yet, I've seen that guy, I've played against him when I was playing Curse, where he's 3-shot me. And this is it. So, for those guys that are telling me, oh, just re-roll, like, I've had so many people, especially when I've been standing around Carleon, dueling around, so many people just been like, oh, just re-roll Claren and be viable and all this. I don't care. Like, I won't play a game that I have to 100% stick to the meta to be viable. It just is what it is. I'm not I'm not the 1% player in a game. I'm not that professional player playing League of Legends at a top level. I'm not this person doing whatever. And actually a big thing for me is that I like making off-meta niche things work. Overwatch, my first season in Overwatch, I played so much Torbjorn. Attack, defense, everything. And he was just my champion. I really synergized with him and I enjoyed playing with him. And while everyone at the time was like, oh, you can only use him for sun maps on defense and all this, it still was something that I made work and it was fun. So I guess, like I said, I think I've said it already. In terms of meta, if you don't know what to play or you want to be that top person getting every single % that you can out of your playstyle, and some people enjoy that. I no faults against anyone who doesn't. No faults against anyone who likes playing that metagame. I have nothing against people like that. It's actually the people that are messaging me being like, oh, daggers are bad or claws are bad, whatever, you shouldn't play them. And I'm like, well, whatever. I mean, I haven't been able to get into a Pug Hellgate group for just days now because no one will invite me playing dual daggers. However, the one I went in, I two-shot somebody. Literally, I did this combination that I've been working on with dual daggers. I've got it timed to a T, and I plan on doing it in the next patch, and I'm going to be doing some scary damage, which is why I'm putting all this time into the specializations. And realistically, I'm going to be able to do some serious damage, but no one will still take me. And this is the part that annoys me about it, is that at the moment, I can't get a group without playing that meta role. So my other character can play Claren, can play Tank, can play Curse, can play Nature, all of the meta classes. And if you're that fussed about it, I would recommend the same thing. Go and do that. Go and have a second character or a second build that is just pure meta. You can't be faulted for it that way. And then have another character that's just a fun character. You can play your like Plate Whispering Bow or whatever. Realistically, as long as you're not crazy with it. So what I mean by crazy is Plate Healer. It's just not going to work in a 5v5 situation. It's just not. And you have to be realistic with it, which is why I've not played like Cloth Daggers. If I played Cloth Daggers, I would have enough damage to burst somebody. Realistically, I would. However, if they turned around and looked at me in a bad way, I would fall on the floor and die. So I've had to be realistic with it. And as long as you actually build it smart, I genuinely think there is no weapon in this game that isn't completely unviable. So yeah, I've already ranted way too long, and just to give you insight as to what my video tomorrow is going to be and the hypocrisy about it, tomorrow I'm going to do a meta tier list. Now the reason for that is I know there are still people who don't know what to play or want to play what is best at the moment, and I understand that completely. So tomorrow there is going to be I'm already working on it right now, there's going to be a full meta tier list for the Joseph patch. I'm going to put every weapon from S plus to B and give it an order, and hopefully that helps some people. Like I said though, just because it's not in that top tier in that list doesn't mean that it's bad. It means that it's not the top weapon. It doesn't mean you can't make it work. So guys, make sure you play what you want to play and don't adhere to this whole meta ruling. Honestly, we've seen some crazy group setups on the official stream. And realistically, it's just some of them really work, and you just got to put a bit of thought process into it. And like I said, don't go too crazy with it. Like me trying to run one-hand dagger, like full attack speed, cloth, whatever. It's not going to be viable. It's not going to be able to do anything. So I've had to still play the class to its best features. And yeah, so I'm not going to rant on anymore. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me any stories where you've, gone off meta, or if you've played at a high level and you've played a specific thing to get yourself there that wasn't quite seen as the norm or anything like that. And like I said, tomorrow there's going to be a full video with a spreadsheet and everything put down of the tier list. So guys, thank you for watching, and catch you later. Goodbye.